Welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning, episode 474. Breaking news in a way, the Los Angeles Rams just signed wide receiver Desean Jackson. But before getting to that topic, question for those of you viewing: who is your all-time favorite Los Angeles and of course / St. Louis Rams player in franchise history? Comment down below and I will reveal mine at the end. But looking at this move, I really like this move by the LA Rams. We know there was a blockbuster trade by them made this year, Matt Stafford, and giving up their 2 first-round picks for them and not even having a first round this year. So for the next 3 years, they don't have a single first-round pick. So they're really putting a lot on the line and kind of sacrificing their future in the NFL draft, per se. So really an extra move is needed for the Rams. Not needed, but definitely a great addition for them to, gamble some more because they have the talent to back it up. Looking at that starting roster now on offense, you got Matt Stafford at quarterback, Cam Akers, who's arguably the best rookie running back in his draft class. I don't think he is, in my personal opinion, but he could be eventually, and I would not be surprised. I really like Cam Akers. In the receiving core, like I just said, you got Cooper Kupp, great hands. You have Robert Woods, great speed. You got Van Jefferson, great talent and great potential. And now you got Desean Jackson, who, yes, I know is old and at the very end of his career and is very injury prone. But the Rams, there's just really no risk. I mean, obviously, if he doesn't help you win, you didn't earn much, but he's not going to make the Rams worse by any means. He has a lot of upside and he has a lot of potential. He's a deep ball threat, and that's really all the Rams are looking for. They're just looking for maybe anywhere from 2 to 6 touchdowns from him this season, where he beats a guy on defense and gets his 4.3 speed that he used to have, one last run in, and beats the quarterback on a burnout route. And really, that's all the Rams are looking for. This isn't a pickup that's going to make them the Super Bowl contender. They were already one. This isn't going to change their franchise, but overall, I like the move. Just the risk-reward ratio definitely benefits the LA Rams. And looking at the defense, that is honestly where I'm concerned for the LA Rams in general this year. They got the star power, those talented guys, the top-tier dudes are on their team 100%, and Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey kind of captaining that defense, and they also worked out a deal to re-sign Leonard Floyd. And then you have Darius Williams helping out Jalen Ramsey in the defense as well. But their defense did lose a couple pieces this year. They were number 1 last year. However, number 1 ranked defense last year. However, they did lose their defensive coordinator, Brandon Staley. He is now the head coach to the LA Chargers, and they lost a good slot corner in Troy Hill, and they lost a great safety in John Johnson. And I'm not saying this Rams team can't be another number 1 defense. I still think they're top 5, but I am curious to see how they will be after losing those 2 stud players and a defensive coordinator who has shown to have great success for that Rams team. He's kind of the biggest piece that will be missing to the Rams, in my opinion, Brandon Staley. Sean McVay, great coach overall. I think him getting Matt Stafford will help out this team tremendously now. They're not going to have Jared Goff holding them back, and I seriously think on offense, between Cam Akers, between Matt Stafford, Matt Stafford's never really had a run game like this before that he can rely on, and he's not stuck in third and long situations all the time. Cam Akers can back it up, and Matt Stafford's defense can back it up to where he's not behind 30 points every game now and isn't forced to air it out. Now he will have consistency in a consistent run game, a consistent lockdown defense, and a receiving core that is always ready for the deep ball. And we know Matt Stafford has one of the strongest arms in the league. Again, I've already had the LA Rams winning their division in the NFC West, to me the toughest division in the NFL. But Desean Jackson is just kind of like a cherry on top to this receiving core. Like I said, between him, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Van Jefferson, I didn't even mention the tight end Tyler Higbee. This might be one of the best one of the best receiving cores in the NFL. Depth-wise, they just have so much talent, so many great hands, so much speed, so much great route running. And like I said, Tyler Higbee as well. This Rams team is really complete all around. I'm just curious to see how they will do on defense, losing a little bit in the secondary and losing their defensive coordinator. Also, their offensive line is strongly held, but they're aging a little bit. We know Andrew Whitworth, kind of the leading, definitely the captain of that offensive line, he might even be 40. I think he's 39, 38, but he is getting up there in age for sure. And the Rams, I don't want to say their Super Bowl window is just this year, but they don't have a long Super Bowl window, especially with you betting everything and putting everything on the line to win it in the next few years because of you losing your draft capital. I'm not a Rams fan. I'm a Buccaneers fan, so as long as the Rams don't face them, I'm rooting for them to go all the way. I do like what they're putting together. But if they face the Buccaneers, I'm definitely going to be rooting against the Rams. But besides that, I think the Rams will go a long way, and I hope they do. They have a great team. I always liked Matt Stafford, and I always wanted him to get a chance outside of Detroit and show what he truly has. Now everything is on the line for him. He does have a lot on his shoulders and a lot to prove, but I definitely think he has the talent to back it up. And I think Sean McVay will be able to get him there, and I definitely think this team has a NFC West title coming their way, and I think it has an NFC Championship appearance coming their way. I seriously think they're the biggest threat in the NFC from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Of course, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers will be competitive, and of course, the NFC West in total will be competitive with the Cardinals, with the Niners, and with the Seahawks. But I seriously think this Rams team is going to the next level, and Desean Jackson, he's not going to be their number one receiver. He's probably not going to be their top 3 receivers, but he's just going to be a great role player that has an occasional deep ball that could save this team when they're in a struggle or really need a quick score. Desean Jackson is going to be there, and if nonetheless, him being 34, his wisdom, his mentorship, and his knowledge is really going to help out this young receiving core that has a lot of room to grow. I'm excited to see it, and I think the Rams are going places this year. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. What about this Desean Jackson move? Where do you think they will go in the playoffs? Do you even think they will make the playoffs? And who will win the NFC West? Like I said, comment down below. And for your favorite player, make sure you comment your favorite Rams player in their franchise history. For me, I would probably have to go Kurt Warner. I never got to saw him play, but that was my dad's favorite player, and it kind of passed down onto me. I like his backstory, and like I said, my dad's favorite player, and it definitely passed down to me, like in Kurt Warner as well. Really, he's one of the closest guys to take down Brady in the Super Bowl. I definitely think he deserves more rings. Thanks for watching, guys. 2-1.